Even as NASA counts down to the scheduled retirement of the space shuttle, final construction of the International Space Station continues to move forward. When Atlantis launches on NASA's 34th mission to the ISS, the 6-member crew of STS-132 will begin a 12-day mission to add some finishing touches to the Russian segment of the station and to fortify the outpost for the post-shuttle era. The flight will deliver the Russian-built mini-research module MRM-1 to the station. The module is named Rassvet, the Russian word for dawn. During 3 scheduled spacewalks, the shuttle crew will install a backup space-to-ground data communications antenna and will remove and replace 6 batteries on the P6 truss. The crew will also attach a new tool platform to the Dexter robotic hand and perform other maintenance work. The STS-132 mission marks a poignant milestone for NASA as Atlantis prepares to spread its wings on its last scheduled flight. The STS-132 crew members are all flown astronauts, including one former space station resident. The commander of Atlantis is Navy Captain Ken Ham. During this flight, he will fly Atlantis to its docking and also assist in robotics work. He first flew in space as the pilot of STS-124. Navy Commander Tony Antonelli is the pilot of Atlantis. He will serve as the mission's quarterback or intervehicular officer, overseeing the 3 spacewalks, and will fly Atlantis as it undocks from the station. He first flew as the pilot of STS-119. Dr. Garrett Reisman is Mission Specialist 1. A former space station resident, he lived and worked on the ISS for 3 months during Expedition 16 and 17. He will conduct 2 spacewalks during STS-132. Mission Specialist 2 is retired Air Force Colonel Michael Good, launching on his 2nd mission aboard Atlantis. During his last flight, STS-125, he performed 2 spacewalks during the final Hubble Space Telescope upgrade mission. He will perform 2 spacewalks on this flight. Navy Captain Steve Bowen, Mission Specialist 3, is NASA's first submariner astronaut. He is making his 2nd voyage to the ISS after STS-126. He will make 2 spacewalks on this flight. Mission Specialist 4 is Dr. Piers Sellers. For this, his 3rd spaceflight, the veteran spacewalker will operate the station's robotic arm. STS-132 features a mix of ISS construction and upgrades for the station for its life after shuttle.
The #1 priority is to deliver the mini research module, #1, also known as MRM-1, Russian-built module. Takes up about almost a half of the payload bay. Weighs roughly 18,000 pounds, maybe 22, 23 feet long or so. And bring that up and attach it to space station.
STS-132 will also deliver some new equipment for station aboard an integrated cargo carrier, the ICC VLD-2. On Flight Day 3, immediately after docking, Sellers and ISS flight engineer Tracy Caldwell Dyson will grapple the ICC carrier with the station's robotic arm. They will temporarily stow the carrier on an attachment point on the station's mobile base system. One side of the ICC carrier contains a redundant Ku-band space-to-ground antenna, called the S-GANT for short, and its boom. This antenna is a backup for the primary S-GANT assembly currently used for high-rate data communications to and from the ISS. The redundant S-GANT and the enhanced tool platform for Dexter, the station's robotic hand, will be installed to the ISS during EVA-1. The other side of the ICC rack contains 6 new batteries for the ISS solar arrays on the P6 truss. The batteries' removal and replacement during EVAs 2 and 3 is similar to that accomplished during STS-127. The old batteries will return to Earth aboard the ICC pallet in the shuttle's payload bay. At launch, The Rosviet docking port module will contain U.S. cargo and a spare elbow joint for the European robotic arm that will be attached later to the Columbus lab module. Rosviet will also carry an airlock for the future Russian multi-purpose laboratory module.
We're going to attach MRM-1 to the nadir side, which is the Earth-facing side of Space Station, just aft. It's basically between the FGB and Node 1. So it's the very beginning of the Russian side of the space station.
On Flight Day 5, Ham and Antonelli will grapple Rosviet with the shuttle arm and hand it off to the station's big arm, operated by Reisman and Sellers, for its berthing to the Zarya module on station.
Again, that's Garrett that's running the arm for that operation because he has some real-world experience. And then our payload commander for the MRM-1 is Piers. He has Russian language experience, which is really helpful.
We'll use the laptop to talk to the Russian module. We'll wake it up. It's got two little brains in there. And we'll ask it to extend a docking probe. It basically has the same docking system that a Soyuz has.
Rosviet's hatch will open on Flight Day 7 as ISS cosmonauts Oleg Kotov and Alexander Skvortsov install air ducts to cleanse the air in the new module. Actual outfitting of Rosviet will not occur until after Atlantis leaves the station. During STS-132, Reisman, Bowen, and Good will step outside in round-robin teams to perform 3 scheduled spacewalks. On EVA-1, Reisman and Bowen will install the redundant S-Gant antenna and its boom on the station's Z1 starboard truss. Sellers and Dyson will operate the station's robotic arm.
My job is actually to go out on the tip of the robot arm during the spacewalk, grab the boom first, and then while I hold onto the boom, they fly me up to the top of the space station, and then Steve and I will plant that thing like a flag on the very, very top. And then I go back and get the dish, and we put the dish on top of the boom. We have a new tool platform for Dexter that allow this robot to carry out large pieces of equipment and do the same kind of remove and replace activities we do during a spacewalk.
On EVA-2, Bowen and Good are scheduled to remove and replace 3 of the 6 solar array batteries on the station's P6 truss, as Sellers and Reisman maneuver the ICC carrier robotically.
When we move the pallet around, they can grab a battery out of the pallet, put the battery in the truss, and then they grab another battery. So we need to move the pallet around.
It'll take pretty much the whole time, about 6.5 hours, to get out there, all the way out there, translate out to the end of the truss, and do the batteries, and come back inside.
On the 3rd and final EVA, Good and Reisman are scheduled to remove and replace the remaining 3 batteries. Sellers and Dyson will provide robotic assistance with the station's big arm.
We'll take those out there and take them off the pallet and put them into the truss out there. And then we'll take the old ones off the truss and put them back onto the pallet.
You work with people every single day, and you get out to the contractors and you get to meet the people that have poured, their life's work into making something function the way it's supposed to function, and it's eye-opening. You really get a sense of how big this team is and what it can accomplish.
The people that work in this business are doing it because they love it. They're so dedicated to what they do.
I think from the beginning of human spaceflight to where we are today may someday be referred to as the golden age of space travel. It's great to pull everybody together and help them realize the importance of what they're doing, and at the same time, you've got to really appreciate every minute of our jobs.
This is Mission Control Houston, back with continuing coverage of the activities on